Have you ever felt lost? As if you're carrying a weight you never asked for, and with every step the path ahead only seems to get steeper. You look at others scaling their mountains and you wonder, what do they have that I don't? Where is my strength? What if I told you that your strength isn't missing? It's merely waiting. Let me tell you a tale of a young man named Aris. Aris lived in a small village nestled in the shadow of the Mountain of Echoes. It was said that whoever reached its summit would have the mountain itself reveal to them their greatest strength. Many had tried. Most returned, defeated. Some never returned at all. But Aris was determined. He trained for years. He built his muscles, learned to climb, and studied the paths. He was the picture of physical power. The day finally came. With a confident heart and the cheers of the village ringing in his ears, Aris began his ascent. The first day was easy. His muscles served him well. He scaled rocky outcrops with ease. This is my strength, he thought, my power, my will. But on the second day, the weather turned. A cold, relentless rain began to fall. The rocks became slippery. The wind howled, trying to pluck him from the mountainside. His muscles burned. His hands grew raw. For the first time, doubt crept in. On the third day, exhausted, he made a misstep. He fell, not far, but enough to twist his ankle and tear his supplies. As he lay in a small cave, shivering, staring at his swollen ankle, despair consumed him. "This is it," he whispered to the empty cave. "I am not enough. My strength has failed me." He was ready to give up, to accept defeat. But as he sat there broken, he noticed an old, gnarled tree growing right out of the rock face outside his cave. It was not tall or majestic. It was bent and twisted by 100 years of storms, yet it was alive. It was unbreakable. And in that moment, he heard a voice, not from the summit, but from the rock itself. "You look at the tree and see its scars. I look at it and see its history of resilience. You think strength is about not falling. True strength is about how you rise after you fall. Your body is broken, Aris, but what of your spirit?" Aris was stunned. He had been so focused on his physical power, he had forgotten the power within. He couldn't climb with his legs, not yet, but he could use his hands. He could use his mind. He spent the next day not climbing upward, but caring for his wound. He used his knowledge of herbs to make a poultice. He fashioned a crutch from a branch. He practiced moving, not with the brute force he started with, but with patience, with balance, with a newfound grace. His journey changed. It was no longer a race to the top. It became a lesson in every single step. He learned to listen to the mountain, to rest when needed, to find alternative paths. He discovered a courage that wasn't about the absence of fear, but about moving forward despite it. Weeks later, on a crisp, clear morning, Aris pulled himself over the final ledge. He stood on the summit, not as the strong, brash young man who had started the journey, but as a wiser, humbler, and infinitely stronger person. He looked out at the breathtaking view, and he shouted, not in triumph, but in gratitude, "What is my true strength?" And the mountain echoed his own words, transformed. "Your true strength is your adaptability, your resilience, your courage to get back up." It wasn't a secret power. It was a choice. The choice to bend instead of break. The choice to learn instead of lament. The choice to continue. You, listening to this, are on your own mountain. The fall, the storm, the twisted ankle, they are not signs that you are weak. They are the very experiences that are meant to reveal your real strength to you. Your strength isn't about never failing. It's in the grit you find when you are at your lowest point. It's the small decision to try again tomorrow. It's the quiet voice that says, "I am still here." Unlock that potential. Transform your mindset. See your obstacles not as barriers, but as the very tools that will sculpt you into the person you are meant to become. Your summit is waiting, and the strength to reach it is already within you.